All right. All right, well, let's get to it then, I guess. We waited long enough. All right, let's see. I'll get the introduction to stuff once the screen goes black. All right, well, hello everyone, and welcome to round 7 of the America Series here on Race Spec Esports. I'm K1907, your lead commentator for your lead commentator for this event, and this time we're racing at the Suzuka International Racing Course for the excuse me, goodness me, I'm really sorry. My throat's a bit froggy, it seems. For the Japanese Grand Prix, I was gonna say. The track consists of basically a figure eight racetrack, a 3.6 mile circuit. Has been home to the Japanese Grand Prix from 1987, pretty much to its current day, except for a couple of years when it was hosted in Fuji. It's one of the few tracks, like I mentioned, to be figure of eight. There are 18 turns around this racetrack and one DRS zone that leads down the main straightaway towards the first corner. But it's pretty much been a reputation of being a driver's track, considering that there are a lot of medium to high-speed bends, especially with the uphill S's of turns 3 to turn 7. So drivers will have to be mindful of that. And, of course, probably the trickiest area, I would say, on the racetrack out of all of them so far here in Suzuka is the Degner curves of turns 8 and 9. And yeah, we'll see how the drivers will fare tonight. And of course, yeah, and tonight's also full qualifying. So yeah, we're gonna have about let me do it with my head to do a little bit of mathematics. Oh, about 45 extra minutes of qualifying. So with that in mind, we'll go a little bit of news that happened a couple of weeks ago. That happened at Melbourne, Australia. There was only a couple of incidents that were reported. One was an incident between Colorado and Liquido Jaja that was ruled as a penalty given to Liquito with 3 license points. There was no time penalty because he retired in the race. So that's pretty much the case for that. And the other one was Sparty getting his penalty removed. He got that successfully approved by the steward to get it removed. So he jumps up from P11, I believe it was, to P7. But apart from that, there is no other news to go forward. In the Drivers' Championship, well, in terms of verdicts, in terms of the Drivers' Championship, though, Rebels leading the way on 135 points, followed by Jay in second on 118. Gio is in third on 93, followed by Professor Phil in fourth with 85 points, excuse me. With 59 points is Blockman, he was in fifth position, and then Coral rounds off sixth position with goodness me, I am getting all over the place. With 50 points. Seventh is Drag King with 42, Take a Reason in eighth with 41, Honeybee in ninth with 39, and Captain Schmeg rounds it off on 37 points. In the Team's Championship, Williams leads away on 171 points, followed by McLaren in second on 169. Red Bull Racing in third on 140, Mercedes on fourth with 109, Ferrari on fifth with 92, Alfa Romeo in sixth with 87. In seventh is AlphaTauri with 70 points, Haas in eighth with 62, Alpine in ninth with 55, and Aston Martin with just 20 points rounds off the 10. And now we can now fully focus on this quality session, and yeah, I don't understand the whole meaning of it being full qualifying with just 16 cars, but I'm obviously not in charge of coordinating this. But anyway, so yeah, we've got, let's see, how many total cars we've got? We've got at least 6 cars out on track. 5 of them are on outlaps. And actually, I was also just informed as well that the driver in the Mercedes Coupe de Tots, as you can see on your timing screen, that is actually Blockman. He has just moved over to PC, and I think that would be his Steam profile name, if that's what he told me. If I'm correct, that's what he told me. So, yeah. That's just something to keep in mind. But, yeah. Interesting, now he's gone over to the PC world. Alright, but anyway. We've got, a few cars out on track. Gio will start a flying lap shortly. I guess we'll ride along with him. And give you a proper tour of the racetrack here at Suzuka. And he'll make his way towards the Casio Triangle. And we'll start what will be his first flying lap as he makes his way down the main straightaway towards turn 1 with the DRS open. Let's see what kind of peak speed he'll reach down towards the first corner. It's kind of just 2 right-handed corners. You'll have a little bit of a lift there through turn 1, then brake a little bit through turn 2, down to 4th, gets a good little exit there at turn 2, into turn 3, turn 4, and turn 5, and then into turn 6. Very high speed sequence of S's there, and then around the Dunlop curve of turn 7, and then up towards turn 8. And that completes the end of the first sector, down to 6th gear, and then hard on the brakes down to 3rd, short shifting up to 4th at the exit of turn 9, up towards turn 10, the little kink, and into the hard braking zone of the Kobayashi hairpin. Down to 2nd gear, modulates the throttle, and then heads up towards 200R. Keep the car pinned to the right-hand side of the racetrack. And now up towards the spoon curve of turns 13 and 14. 4th gear, and then short shifting up to 5th. Down the back straightaway, up towards 130R. Little notes as well, if you ever want to know why there's an R at the end of the numbers of the corner names. That's because it is measuring the degree radius of the corner. Down to the Casio Triangle, down to third gear. Flips the inside curve of both corners. Out of the final corner, turn 18, back onto the main straight. We'll cross the line to set a 27.5 for Gio. Guido does a 29.6. Dirty Diesel with a 30.2. Craig with a 30.5. A few drivers, as you can see, are on the medium tire as well. Colorado on soft did a 51.7. Saucy with a soft tire run as well. Let's see. Army's just about to complete his lap. Up towards the Casio Triangle. And then out to the final corner, back onto the main straight. We'll set a 31.6. He goes up to P6 for now. Well, Rocco, unsurprisingly, up by just over 17 seconds because that time obviously is not very representable. He'll jump up to P6 instead with a 30.9. And that's about it for the moments. I'll see if Spire gave me a weather report. %dry in qualifying, 4% in the race. So that means we're looking at probably a dry session all around. Okay, fair enough. Let's see, Professor Phil heading up towards Dana 2, turn 9. I don't think it's called Dana 2, if I'm not mistaken, on the track map. Up towards the Kobayashi hairpin around turn 11. A little bit of a slide at the back end there at the exit of turn 11. Through 200R, down towards turn 13. Keep the car pinned to the right-hand side of the road. Line up towards now the spoon curve of turns 13 and 14. Down to 4th. Keep it in 4th. Then up the gears, heading out of the exit of spoon. Down the back stretch. And then up towards 130R. Very notorious corner as well here at Suzuka. Flat out corner. I've had some overtaking, of course, in the previous past. That's happened here. Most notably, if you ever watched 2005 Grand Prix, a Japanese Grand Prix, with Fernando Alonso overtaking Michael Schumacher around the outside of 130R, being one of the most significant overtakes. And then, of course, we just recently had Sergio Perez overtake not one but two Mercedes at that same particular corner after 2 laps. Let's see. Plotman's on an outlap. He's on the medium tire. Little Mo's on the softs. Mr. Full Quali is on a flying lap. Let's see. See if I can find anyone maybe a little bit quicker that would be more representable. So I'm on the medium as well. So both Mercedes on the medium tires. I guess we'll see what Sparry does, I suppose. Round down that curve up towards now turn 8 we go. And then into turn 9. A little bit of a back-end slide there, the exit of turn 8. Up towards turn 11 he comes. That's just yellow flags for an Aston Martin getting out of the way. Now the Kobayashi hairpin up towards now 200R. If you ever wonder why it's called Kobayashi hairpin, it's basically because of Kamui Kobayashi performing 5 overtakes at that particular corner. I believe it was in either, 2010 or 2011. Because when he did that. Of course, also Kamui Kobayashi is the last, I think the only Japanese driver to ever score a podium, if I'm not mistaken, in Suzuka. Well, not just Suzuka, but the Japanese Grand Prix in general. Or at least Japanese driver to get a podium in the Japanese Grand Prix. Sparry comes out of the final corner, up towards the start-finish line, and he's going to set a 29.5. That pole right now is occupied by Gio, who's just about 1.3 seconds clear. Alright, Blockman, let's see what he can do. He's in the Mercedes on the medium tire. Around turns 1 and 2 of Suzuka, heading up towards turn 3 through the S's of turns 3, 4. Oh, sorry, that was an accident. Through 5, then 6, and then into the Dunlop curve of turn 7. Up and around the corner, up towards now the end of the first sector. The clock says for Blockman, he is at a 31.5 to the first sector as Ola Mo goes to P2 with a 28.2. Up towards the Kobayashi hairpin, and then into, coming around the corner, missing the apex there a little bit there at turn 11 as Jay goes to second with a 27.9. Of course, track evolution will start to evolve once we get more and more into qualifying. Some drivers actually have done 3 laps on the same time. Of course, that'd be the 2 Aston Martins of Saucy and Diesel. Alright, Blockman up towards the end of the middle sector. He's at 11.6. I think where he's looking at is probably at least in the 28s. I wouldn't be surprised if he would get a 28 on this lap, especially as he's on the medium tire. Around the final corner now, up towards the line comes Blockman. It's going to be exactly what I said, a 28.588. He's just ahead of Professor Phil by just 4 tenths. 3 tenths behind Lil Mo on the soft tire. Sufferline jumps up to P8 with a 29.4. Bola out and about, still has yet to set a time. Take her easy, he's about to start a flying lap. Yeah, so basically, since we have only 16 and it's a full quali session, that means only one driver will get eliminated here in qualifying for the first quali session. Alright, through Cassier Triangle up towards the final corner. Now comes Black Bola. To the line he comes. We'll set at 28.4. Alright, let's see. Star Harmony, not on a representable lap. Jay retiring the pits. That's obviously not a total surprise considering he is currently P2 and, well, most likely safe. I mean, look at the gaps between everybody. Quite big gaps, huh? Well, apart from mainly the top 2 and maybe a bit of the midfield. Take her easy, heads out of the spoon curve up towards now the end of the middle sector. Let's see what he's got through the middle sector. A 12.2 to the middle sector. Also, I just noticed that Nader left the session. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin again. Hasn't set a lap time yet. He better hope he gets going, otherwise he'll be the only one eliminated. Take her easy, crossing the line. Goes P7 with a 29.0. Style Harmony on a in-lap, Colorado on an out-lap. Yeah, so the only one that's most likely could be eliminated if he doesn't get back in the session is Nander. Actually, I'll just see if I can. I think I have him on my friends list, don't I? I'll try to get him on. Maybe I don't have him. Oh, Craig's retired. Yeah, that's just everyone else retired. I don't have him. Oh, I thought I had him as an EA friend. Okay. Maybe he's not appearing online for me. Botman also retired, or also known as Coup d'etat. Of all the Steam names you went up with Botman, why did you go with that one? It is pretty funny though. I'll give him that. Gio's retired, unsurprisingly, since he is obviously the top time on the board. Paul Rocco seems like he's backed off. There you go, Nader has joined back. I mean, if I'm totally honest, it would probably be most at risk would probably be Stalhami, Saucy, or Colorado or Nander, if Nander doesn't get back out on the track. Say the time left on the clock, 2 minutes to go. He would have to come out now and do like a really fast lap on his out lap. And right now he has not done so. Alright, Colorado starts another lap. Yeah, it does not look like Nander's going to come back out. So, yeah, that's it pretty much for Q1. Now all these drivers got to do is just not bin their cars. If you do that, you're out of qualifying, pretty much. Well, Salsa just invalidated there, but that does not matter. Colorado is still out on track as well. Oh, well, he did exactly what I said not to do. That's put your car on the wall, and that's exactly what he did. So that now makes 2 drivers out of qualifying. Oh, is Nana nearly puts his car to the wall as well. I couldn't even say it. 49 seconds. No, there's no way he's making it. I'm sorry. There's no way you're making it. You got 42 seconds left on the clock. There's no way you're gonna get back out there and start a lap. Yeah. So realistically, it's Nander and Salty's going for another push lap. Why do you need to go for another push lap? You're safe. You don't need to go for another one. Nander's like skating about all over the place. Well, that's not legal to do as well, and yep, does not matter. Even if he did start the lap, he still would have been reported, I'd say. Or someone may have noticed if they want to follow the reporting Nander for it. Yeah, because there's one thing you cannot do, is that you cannot cut the track. That is part of the race spec rules. Alright, Saucy, just complete the lap and just get back in. Or we can get going again. Q2. How'd it feel? Alright. Cool. What an exciting Q1 was that, huh? Very exciting. Nader out because, well, he couldn't make it to the line in time after lag issues, and Colorado crashed out. Your tires felt like cars, say Lil Mo. What, you had just felt like you had little to no grip. Oh, goodness. Alright, well, now we move on to Q2. Yay. Now we're going to have 5 drivers eliminated for this session. Yeah, no heat, no grip. Yeah, you always want to get the tires up to its optimal window, pretty much. That's how you get the best grip on your tires. Yeah, without that, you'd pretty much be screwed. Let's see. We now got 4 drivers on the mediums. Still the same drivers, that being the Mercs. Greg on the mediums, and same with Laquito now. Last time he did a run on the... Oh, goodness me. I was going to say the last lap he did was on the softs. Well, yeah, not a surprise because there's no... The first Q1 doesn't really have that much track evolution. Q2 should provide more of it, late into Q2, and then Q3 obviously will have the most out of any session. Alright, well, let's see how it goes. Yeah, 100% for sure. Seems like Sparky's not in a rush to get going. He wants to get going immediately. Well, best of luck to you, Little Mo. Especially for you in qualifying in the race. Mr. Full qualifying, getting ready for a flying lap. Sub flying out about as well. Gio's starting another lap on the soft tires. Another set of softs, I'm guessing, so could be a good chance he might be using a soft allocation, maybe? Or, I don't know. If you do make it to Q3, though, you do get another extra set of soft tires. Oh, funny enough, Gio has the same number as me. I use car 13 as well whenever I do races. Here's the second Dagna curve, or turn 9, up towards that Kobayashi airplane. It's actually catching up to Sparty, as a matter of fact. Up towards, sorry, not up towards, around the Kobayashi airplane, now up towards 200R. Around turn 12, up towards now turn 13 comes the McLaren driver. Keeping the car pinned and then using all the full width of the racetrack there at the exit of turn 14. Middle sector stands for Gio. He is at a 10.9. At the rate he's going, he might be looking at, I probably am going to say maybe a low 27, maybe a high 26. Maybe missing the curve just a little bit there at turn 16. Up towards the line he comes. Sparty does a 30.7. Gio does a 27.6. Actually, I thought he would have done a faster lap than that. He actually looked like he was looking pretty decent. The Creo does a 30.0 on the medium tire. Yep, just to remember as well, for anyone that does not know, is that in these new regulations, you can qualify on whatever tire no matter what to get into the top 10. In the old rules, they used to be where the fastest time you did in Q2 to get into the top 10, that's the tire you use to start the race. Blockman out lap as we speak. Sub for Lime, his teammate coming up towards turn 12. that being 200R. Now up towards turns 13 and 14 comes the mark. Look at the car around using the outside curb as well at the exit of 13. Then it's a 14, and same story. Gets to there pretty nice. To the end of the middle sector comes Subfaline. Clock says he's at a 12-1. Probably going to be looking at another 29 lap, maybe a 129.8, 9, something like that. Up towards the line comes Subfaline, crossing it. He'll set a... Oh no, he actually goes a lower 29. 29.2. Alright, so he found a bit more time than I expected. What about his teammate? Blockman to the first sector. He's at a 31.5. Exactly what he did the first sector the last time. Funny enough. Now towards the Kobayashi hairpin. Remember, these are the tires that both him and his teammate used in the start of Q1. Around 200R he comes. Going up towards now turns 13 and 14. Clock says he's not at the end of the clock yet. End of the split. Around turn 14 he goes. Massive backhand slide. That thing was really sideways. To the middle sector, he is at a 111.3. At the moment, he's looking at maybe another 28. Up towards now the final corner of the racetrack. Foot to the floor, crossing the line, and it is. It's a 28 flat on an old set of medium tires. Lap ball on an out lap as we speak. Diesel is starting another lap, it seems. Subline right. Oh, please don't be behind him. I know what's going to happen if you're that close to him. Take her easy, he's going to somehow get a grid penalty if you stay behind him like that. Then that means we'll have to do a lobby restart. I've seen this way too many times already. What? Okay, I guess that was a bit of lag. Thank goodness that wasn't the case. Actually, I think I said before that it would be the bottom 5 drivers being eliminated. I remember it's 4 now because of Colaraco's crash. That's a lot of curve that Style Harmony used at the exit of turn 9. Backs out of the lap, of course. Well, at least that's what I think he was doing. Bala has decided to do a little bit of rally crossing and lawn mowing. There at turn 6. The Quito on an outlap. So Harmony on an outlap. Jay on an outlap right now. Hey, more lull periods. Harmony back into the pit lane. The Quito starts another lap. He's now back on the soft tire. He's currently sitting in P8 with a 30.0 that he did on the mediums. Using all the curve there at turn 4, turn 5 now into turn 6 he goes. Round on lap curve of turn 7. What's the clock going to say for him to the end of the first? The clock says he's at a 32.1 and is up by just over a tenth and a half. Up towards the Kobayashi hairpin. Braking hard down to second. Around the corner. He actually got that pretty decent there, I'll be completely fair on the Quito. Hugging the inside curb there. Didn't miss the apex one bit. Up towards now the spoon curve. Using the grass there, I did notice that. He did use a sliver of the grass there on the right hand side. Let's see what he's got up to the middle sector. Clock's safe for him. There's an Aston Gate out of his way. He's up by just nearly a half a second to the middle sector. He might be looking at just another 29 lap, I reckon. Out of the final corner now, back onto the main straight. And it's a 29.4. So currently one driver in the 27s, two drivers in the 28s, about 5 in the 29s and 2 in the 30s, 1 in the 31s. Blockman has retired from the session. Now, knowing Blockman's pace, considering that he's done 2 laps on the mediums, he'll have a bunch of sets of soft tires for his liking. He didn't have to burn 1 set throughout that entire first 2 sessions of qualifying. Jeremy Wall goes P2 with a 27.6. I think if I remember correctly, the delta between the mediums and the softs is not that large. I think it's like 3 or 4 tenths separate between the softs and the mediums. Currently out in the bottom 4 at the moment is Sparty, Harmony, Saucy, and Black Ball. Saucy and Ball, of course, have not set lap times yet, but they've got a lot of time to do so. Oh, well, they're experiencing my question there. Yeah, 4 to 5 tenths, there's Little Mo. Good to note. Yeah, I did think the delta was that huge in terms of the tire delta between the softs and mediums. Saucy out of the final corner now, comes onto the main straight. We'll set a 29.883. And weaving it bad. I think he's not very happy with that lap either. At the rate he'll be probably out of qualifying. I think Ball will have enough pace to beat him here. See if Star Harmony can. Sparty has yet to come out. He's right now currently in 12th. Cracking up to the end of Spoon. And up towards the end of the middle sector comes the Alpha. Ball the clock's safe for you. He's up by 1.3 seconds. So at the rate he's going, he's probably going to be somewhere in the top 6. Top 5, maybe. Out of the final corner, back on the main straight. It's a 28.6. He is in the top 5. So that means Dirt Saucy is out to qualifying. As Diesel has spun at the exit of turn 2. See if he'll have enough time to get going again. Gio's retired, not surprised. Diesel, I think, will have enough time to go for another run. Actually, maybe Saucy has another lap he can do. Maybe he has enough fuel in the car to do so. Alright, Bulla. See how he's going here. Up towards 200R. Coming up towards Spoon for car 15 in the Williams. Dirty Williams as well, as a matter of fact. As I think that was Harmony going up to 12th. Yeah, with a 30.2. So I think that means he's out of qualifying. Ball up towards the end of the lap he comes. Coming up towards the Castillo Triangle. Clips the inside curves of turns 16, 17. And then out of the final corner now, up towards the line goes Bolo. It's going to be P5 with a 28.4. Sparry on the outlap as we speak as well. Sub for line getting ready. He probably isn't necessarily safe, but we'll wait and see. Diesel, I think, will start another run. I think Saucy's going for another run. Yep, he is. So what does the clock say for him? Up by 2 tenths to the first sector. He needs to get a 29.3 if he wants to make it out. So that basically means he needs to find half a second over that. Harmony has gone wide. That might be the end of his qualifying session. If he doesn't have enough fuel to go for another run. Actually, he might. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Sparty losing the back end there at the exit of turn 6, up towards the Dunlop curve as Craig is retired from the session. Sparty up to the first sector, he's down by 6/10. Doesn't look like he's going to improve whatsoever. That might be it then for Mr. Full qualifying himself. Professor Phil up by nearly 7/10, so he's going to try to get a decent lap in his bag. Crossing the line will set a 28.3. He goes P5 ahead of Black Bowler. Oh no, Sparty has found time. He's found 23/10. That's still not enough, though, if he wants to make it out. He needs to find a little bit more than that. See if he will get any more out of this final turn. Back onto the main straight he comes. And he is out of qualifying, is Sparty. He'll be starting in 13th. So that means the two Aston Martins, Sparty and Harmony, are out of qualifying in Q2. Round of applause. And there are your full results for Q2. Gio being quickest overall by 3 thousandths between himself and Jay. Bloodman, of course, being the only driver in the top 5, actually, on the meme tire. Like I said, that was the old set of memes he did in Q1. Yeah, the Mo first Phil, Bolus, Sufferline, Craig, Tigger, Liquido. That's going to be the Q3. Shootouts. Outside of that, Diesel, Saucy, Sparty, and Styled Harmony. Yeah. Isn't that right, Little Mo? Some big gaps. It's not like I wasn't expecting that. No offense, but no, it's not like I wasn't expecting that. Oh, goodness. Alright. Well, let's see how Q3 will go. I reckon we have only 3 drivers that could realistically fight for pole. That's Gio, Blockman, and Jay. That's about it. I don't see anybody else fighting. Nobody else fighting for pole position. No offense, of course, like I said, but yeah, I just don't see that happening. I mean, I think really, Lopin wouldn't really. I don't think he's gonna dust you guys. I know he's quick, but I mean, like I said, I feel like the only ones that can challenge him really is Jay and Gio. They seem to be the quicker drivers out of everybody. Well, there, Little Mo. Best of luck to you. So yeah, everyone's gonna be on the softs. Unsurprisingly. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Yep, there's your indication of what everyone's on. So, yep, everyone is on the softs. Don't necessarily need the tire graphic then. Yep, everyone's all coming out for their outlaps as well. Gio's on his outlap. Blockman on his. Jay on his. Of course, he's the first one out, as a matter of fact. In the Williams. Alright, little Mo, he's going to be the first one, it looks like, because he wants to get going. Let's wait and see how he does. Well, around along with him, I guess. See what he can do on his first lap. DRS open again. Towards turn 1 comes the Ferrari. Entry speed towards the first turn at about 202 miles per hour. Slight braking into turn 2. Up towards now turn 3. And then turn 4. Then turn 5. Very fast sequence of corners. Of medium speed to high speed corners. Around Dunlop curve. Up towards now the end of the first sector. He's at a 31.5 for the Ferrari driver. Up towards now the Kobayashi hairpin. On the brakes, down to third. Hug the inside apex as best you can. It's a very slow rolling corner. Find the traction, gets the power down. Very nice. Up towards now Spoon. Hugging the inside apex of 200R. Using the outside curve there of turn 13. Now to turn 14. Down the back straightaway up towards now the end of the middle sector comes Little Mo. What will the clock say for him? It says he's at an 11 flat. At the rate he's going, he's probably going to be in the low 28s, I reckon. Up towards now the final corner of the racetrack at the exit of the Casio Triangle. Crossing the line, it's going to be a 27.7 for Little Mo. That is the benchmark. Jay does a 28 flat on soft tires. That might have been a used set, I'm guessing, as Blockman is backed out of the lap. Gio, meanwhile, he's purple to the middle sector. Hey, up towards now the Casio Triangle. And then up towards the final corner. Maybe missing the apex there at the entry to the chicane. Around the final corner now. Up towards the line comes Gio. And there's a 26 on the board right there for you. A 126.987 from Gio. Liquido does a 29 flat 5, excuse me. Right crossing the line does a 28.9. Puts himself into P4. Right now it's nearly a second separating the top two as Subfalime goes P6 on a 31.1. Blockman back into the pits. As Ball now will complete his lap up towards the Kobayashi hairpin. Up towards now 200R. Comes the Williams driver. Entry speed 187 miles per hour. Apex about nearly 140. Around turn 14. Down the back straight. And now up towards 130. All flat out. No lifting whatsoever. Mistake or easy. It's crashed out. That is at the exit of turn 4. He's done that out. Oh, no, that's turn 5. He might have done that out. So that means Take Her Easy's out of qualifying. Best he can hope for is P4. As Bipolar goes to P5 with a 28.2. There's Gio there doing a little bit of rallycross, I guess. Or actually, no, taking a little bit of other bit of road. As he peels into the pits. 2 tenths, Bloodman takes it. Oh, by 2 tenths, you say? Alright. Well, Paul, if I remember from Pacific Open, which was the other league I commentated, I think Paul was like a 26-4, I think, set by Seb. And then I think Pacific Tier 1 last night was like a 26-2. Yeah, 26s in this place is definitely like the most competitive lap you can do around Suzuka. And then the fastest lap I've ever seen around this place on this game is probably 26 flat, and that was in a race I did a few months ago back in another league. If you may have heard of it, it's called PSGL. The fastest time I ever saw from that was a 26 flat. Yeah, no, those guys are quite ridiculously quick. They would probably smoke, I would say literally anybody in the race spec side of things, if I'm totally fair on it. And now there is nobody on track. Except for one car that's about to come down the pits. Who would that be? Oh, it's Blockman. That's quite early for Blockman to come out. Yeah. 4 minutes left into qualifying. Yeah, because the track isn't necessarily rubbered in good enough just yet, I would think. Well, at least he'll get some camera time, I suppose. Hasn't set a lap time on the board just yet. But yeah, I reckon some of the drivers on this top 10 has probably done their laps on old softs. At least some of them have. I think Gio might be on his last set, or he could have used up all of them. Not entirely sure. Because, like I said, if you have like just the balance allocation, you get 3 sets of softs. In Q3, you get 1 extra soft. So technically, if you make it the top 10 shootouts, 4 sets of soft tires. But that set you use only for qualifying. So you gotta use it wisely. Alright, let's see what Coupe d'Etat or Blockman will do. 2.5 minutes left in the qualifying. And he's currently 10th, as I say, with no time, like I said before. Let's ride along with him, see what he can do. He'll definitely be a pacemaker as well. Down the main straightaway towards the first turn comes Blockman. Entry speed towards turn 1, about 203 miles an hour. Down to 4th gear. Comes the inside apex there, turn 2. Up towards turn 3. Down to 5th. A little bit of a lift. That's turn 6. Down to 5th again. And up towards turn 7 of the Dunlop curve. Block says for Blockman through the first sector. 31.2. Car getting out of the way. Just about. Out of turn 9, up towards the Kobayashi hairpin. Entry speed 166, apex speed 52 miles an hour. To 200R he comes. Hugs the car to the right-hand side. You want to get a good entry into Spoon Curve. Braking just past the 50 board. Down to 5th, up to 6th, down to 4th, up to 5th. Just trying to find the exit as best he can. Now up towards the end of the middle sector comes the Mercedes. To the middle sector he is at a 10.6. That's about 3/10 slower than what Gio did to the middle sector on his first lap. To the Casio Triangle now, up towards the line goes Blockman. Crossing the line, and it's a 27.1 for Blockman. He goes up to P2 for now. Jay is starting another lap. Black Bowler starts another one. Greg up towards the end of the first sector, coming around the Dunlop curve. See what the clock says for him. He's up by 2.5 tenths to the first sector. Well, maybe a little bit of an understeer, I think, there from the Alpha towards the Kobayashi hairpin. As Gio has improved by just a few hundredths to a 26.924. So that is the benchmark for everyone to chase. Only one driver into the 1 minute 26s. See if Jay can maybe respond to that. I think he'll have the pace to do it, but we'll see. Up towards the end of the first sector, the clock says he's up by 3 tenths to the first sector. A little bit of a wiggle there, the exit of turn 8. Car definitely was complaining a little bit there. Up towards the Kobayashi hairpin, down to third gear. Slow corner, gets the good exit as best he can. 200R. Now up towards Spoon Curve. Entry speed, 187 miles an hour, down to 5th. Down to 4th as well from 14. And then down the back straightaway. 3 cars in front. Hopefully they'll get out of his way. As Lil Mo improves by 2 tenths of a second, or 3 tenths of a second, to a 27.4. Jay, meanwhile, has found nearly 7 tenths to the middle sector. And up towards now the Casio Triangle. Out of the final corner he comes. Let's see if he's got enough in the tank. Crossing the line. It's only good enough for third with a 27.2. And I think that's about it. Black Ball does a 27.9. Phil does a 28.1. Greg at 28.4. Laquia stays where he is. Subflime stays in 10th. Well, that's it for qualifying then. Gio will start on pole position for the Japanese Grand Prix. Saying a time of a 1 minute 26.924. Being out Blockman by just a tenth and a half. Hey, you did a solid effort, though, I'd say, Mo. P4, not bad. You're only about a couple of tenths off of Blockman. I think that's something you got to be happy about. And there is your end result. 2.5 tenths separate between Gio and Blockman. With a pole time of a 26.9. Oh, you're on a Logitech. Oh, fair enough, I guess. Jay will start in third, Lil Mo 4th, Ball 5th, Phil 6th, Hickory 7th, Greg 8th, Liquido 9th, and Subline rounds it off. Yeah, I've got a Thrustmaster T300 RS. I've had it for about a couple of years, but I had to get a new wheel servo because the USB cord I had for it bent. So, yeah. That's alright, though. One thing I will say, though, at least with my wheel, is that it's both PlayStation and PC compatible. So, chances are I can also use it for PC on F1, that is. I don't think there's any formation lap for this race, so I think we're going straight into it. Yep, no clouds in the sky. Well, maybe barely any clouds in the sky. Yeah, we'll see how this race goes. 27 laps will be the total laps we do. Of course, here at Suzuka for this 50% race. Yeah, I bet. I don't have like a PC. I have like a gaming laptop, but it's definitely compatible to play it. Yeah, I've never used Steam on an online sort of. I mean, the only game I have Steam-wise is FIFA 23, but even then, it's still a bit because it's FIFA. Well, as you say now, it's EAFC. But still, my point is still proven. It's EAFC, so FIFA is just garbage because it's just all about Ultimate Team and microtransactions because that's what EA are known for nowadays. One thing I probably would say I'm looking forward to EA-wise, however, is college football. That definitely will be good. Yeah, EA College Football 25, of course, coming out in July. I definitely will be playing that all day long when it comes out. Yeah. Because I miss playing those games. Last one, of course, we had was NCAA Football 14. I had that for the Xbox 360 during that time. But yeah, they were out, not doing games for a while, EA, for college football because of the naming, the likeness, and all that stuff was the reason why. It is good, and I hope the game will be good this year. I have a good feeling it's going to be. I have a good feeling it's going to be a good game. I'm optimistic. I mean, there will be like some Ultimate Team there as well. I'm not surprised, but it still factors in like at least some stuff from NCAA, like with Road to Glory, Dynasty Mode, etc. But no, it seems like they've been working like really hard on it as well, as far as like developing the game and getting the people involved in it as well. All right, well, here we go. 27 laps and 5 red lights. And we are underway for the Japanese Grand Prix. A good start there, it looked like from Natter. Harmony's falling asleep on the grid as we head up towards the first turn. It's Gio that leads, followed by Blockman, and then the Williams of JM. Side by side is between Professor Phil and Ball as we head up towards turn 3. It looks like the Ferrari has to concede, stays behind. Meanwhile, the Alfa Romeo scrapping a little further back, up towards now the S as we go. Natter's already up to 12th after starting from last on the grid. Sparry moving up a place there as well. Harmony and Colorado battling away up through Dunlop Curve. They managed to get through that safely indeed. But out in front, though, it's Gio that leads the way by just half a second at the end of the first sector. There are your tire situations. Majority on the medium tires, apart from 2 on the soft tire and 1 on the hards. Diesel and Nander battling away. Nander on the soft tire, as you can see. So it's both McLarens and then Harmony, who is on the hards. Up towards Spoon. Nander shooting it down the inside. He's getting quite aggressive here. Got quite aggressive at the entry to Spoon. He really is not messing around. Yeah, he had internet issues beforehand, costing him any sort of chance to qualify. And now he's going to try to make up some places. Meanwhile, though, Gio still leads by half a second. Blockman right behind as we complete the first lap. Jay not too far away either. He's 3/10 behind Blockman. He's also the meter tire. Lil Mo also in this fight as well. So he's looking quite handy there in the Ferrari. Ball, though, losing a little bit of ground out to the top 4. But also, I could probably say it's the same sort of Blockman. He's losing a bit of ground as well to Gio. It's now 8.5 separating the top 2. Show you the battery life if anyone wants to see. Majority have done pretty well in the batteries so far at the end of the first lap. How about Phil here? Is he going to line up? Is he going to line up a pass here on the Williams? Let's wait and see. Up towards Kobayashi hairpin. No, not quite close enough. There's 2 but he is all over the gearbox of the Williams. Hanging around the Kobayashi hairpin. Meanwhile, out in front though, Gio still leads. 6.5 tenths is the margin. Now it's less than that as we head around Spoon. Blockman trying to use a bit of battery to close up a bit, but Gio using a fair chunk as well to pull a bit of a gap himself. Blockman though in the slipstream. Jay's still there in the slipstream as well. Oh, has fallen back just a little bit, but not too much. He's still within this fight. As Natter now overtakes Subfalime at the Casio Triangle. That is for 10th place. He's now gone from 16th to 10th. As TRS is now enabled. Alpha, take her easy, looking not quite close enough. There to the first core. Looking for anything there on Professor Phil, who is right behind Black Bulla, as you can see, in this little trio of cars. Yeah, Bulla really far away. Oh, in a spin! That's Jay! He spun at Dunlop Curve. Massive spin. No damage, though, thankfully. Thankfully, the Ferrari ghosted in front of him. But yeah, Lil Mo definitely got scared. I would say to take evasive action. And Jay's all the way down to 9th because of that spin. But yeah, because of that little checkup, I think Lil Mo now has... he's lost a lot of time to Blockman. It's now 9 tenths. Gio needs to get going, and he doesn't want to have that Mercedes in this DRS. 1.1 seconds separating the top 2. Up towards now the Casio Triangle. He needs a good exit out of this corner. I'd probably say he did so. But I don't think Blockman's got DRS. No, Blockman does not have DRS, so he'll have to stay where he's at for now. But he has used up a lot of battery to try to catch up, and meanwhile, Nader has overtaken Take Her Easy. Oh, sorry, that was Craig, my bad. That's Jay now also overtaking Craig. As Bola actually has lost 2 places to Take Her Easy and Professor Phil at the first quarter, so now dropped down to 6. But Nader, though, really is pushing hard there to try to catch up to the rest of the midfield. And so far, he's doing quite well. Oh, his Blockman had a massive tank slap at the exit of turn 9. Definitely has lost a bit of time. As we got stuck to 1 yellow flags. Oh, it's Mr. Full qualifying himself. Losing his front wing at the exit of Dunlop Curve. That's why Sparty can have no nice things, though, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Out of turn 14, down the back straight away. Yeah, look at that. Gio is starting to pull a bit of a gap now between himself and Blockman, but he needs to pull a bit of a bigger gap, I reckon. The rate he's going, he might be in a bit of trouble if Blockman goes to from the medium to the soft. I'm thinking Gio will go soft medium. I have seen that be a thing here in this game. Let's take her easy. Takes Professor Phil. Here comes Jay. Really hot on his tail. As there was lag. I thought for a minute he was on the gravel. Oh, Natter's nearly spun off. Oh, he had to take avoiding action to avoid Black Bola. Sorry, that was Bola that was down the straight up Jay. My goodness, he really got close. As Spotty's got a 5-second penalty for speeding. More salt into the wounds there. .2 seconds separating the top two. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Professor Phil. He's got slipstream on Take Her Easy. I know this is one of the battles we've got on track. Leading this little DRS train. Oh, he's really missed the apex there at turn 16. And Phil nearly loses it himself. Good catch, though. I will say that. And here comes Jade overtaking Nander. And Ball overtaking Take Her Easy. To the inside there, turn 1. Also, I have noticed as well, is that Take Her Easy seems to be even on his fuel target. You notice the yellow fuel icon. He's got to be very careful to be careful with the fuel. Might need a safety car to help him out. Here comes Craig to the right-hand side of Nander. He'll overtake him there before the hairpin. Yep, he's got him there. Jared does not seem like he's having the pace at the moment. He seems to be in trouble, as a matter of fact. He was making up spots, and now he might be losing another one. The stuff line goes down the inside of turn 13. Yeah, so something's not quite right there with Nander. He really is not getting the pace right now as he would like to. Meanwhile, the two Aston Martins battling away. Down this main straightaway, Professor Phil's got DRS, Paul's got DRS as well, but he is way too far away from Little Mo. Can't do anything there into the first corner. Up and over the crests. Through the S's of turns 5, 6. Down to the Dunlop curve of turn 7. They're having to be compromised with the dirty air coming off the car in front. Of course, that's still a thing with these new regulations. Phil really missing the apex there at turn 9. That might have helped compromise him just a little bit. Let's back up, though, to Take Her Easy. Yellows are out. That's the Aston Martin of Saucy. Whoa! Thank goodness ghosting kicked in. Colorado nearly... If that ghosting wasn't a thing, he would have T-boned him. He would have been dead. He would have been dead. We'll say that. Phil all over the Alpha. In the slipstream. Having to compromise his run a little bit. Professor Phil, Take Her Easy to defend on Professor Phil. Don't think he's going to defend this one. Nope. That's pretty much straightforward for Phil. He's now into 5th. I do like that Phil's got the 26 on the Ferrari. Of course, if anyone doesn't remember the number 26 in the past in F1, that used to be Daniel Kvyat's number when he was in F1. Never drove a Ferrari, but he drove in a Toro Rosso and a Toro Rosso / AlphaTauri and a Red Bull. But then, of course, his Red Bull C got taken by, well, who else would it be? Max Verstappen. Not like we heard of this guy before. Liquido, Nander, battling away as yellow flags are out again for... Oh, wow. Army really hits the wall, and it's got massive front wing damage. Guessing he lost a bit of control or something, I guess. There at Dunlop Curve. And he's out of the race. Crashing out at turn 9, I believe. Virtual safety car has been deployed. Quite a late one, if I'm totally fair. Took about a few seconds to do it. Phil's into the pits. Oh, that's interesting. Jay's in the pits as well, same with Craig. They're going to take advantage of this virtual safety car. By pitting this early, they can go to the hards. Wow, alright. Interesting. That's not a bad idea from them. Why not do it? Yep, Phil's in, Jay's in, Craig, Sofaline, Colorado in. Yeah, make a big undercut if you can. Why not? That will definitely help them close up to some of the leaders, I believe. As we now are back into green. Yeah, this might work tactically, I'd say. In terms of positions. See how Jay can do here with this. I would say he's got the pace to be up towards the front, but he really needs to work hard after his little spin that he had on lap 3, where he spun out Dunlop Curve. Yeah, the only fortunate thing was he kept it out of the wall. Nander's out. He's crashed at Spoon. Now that's a safety car that's been deployed. So that pit stop under the VSC is going to mean literally nothing. Actually, hang on a minute. The safety car is out. Gio and Blotman didn't get a chance to pit. Oh, they have been shafted. Big time. Bola's in, Take Her Easy's in, Lil Mo's in. These two have been shafted by this safety car. As Dirty Diesel gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. Professorville does stay out. That's not a surprise. He doesn't need to pit because he just pitted for hards. Same with Jay. Oh, we got to be careful there. Don't want to push too hard. Oh, that's his teammate. I think Bola needs to... No. I think he needs to get that position back. Yep, there you go. Yeah, he was not off. He wasn't completely off the track when he was right next to him. Take Lil Mo on the mediums. That's going to be a stint. The top two have been completely shafted in this race. Wow. Because of that safety car. Because look at this. Phil is going to catch up to Gio and Blotman. And they're going to have to go towards the back. What a turn of events. It has turned completely upside down for the top two. Because they didn't have a chance to get into the pits. It's either they didn't have a chance or they missed it. Either way. Or they didn't decide not to pit. Either way. These two have been shafted completely. Look at that. And that means Professor Phil can inherit the race lead. That's basically what it means. That's over foot as well, I've just noticed. But remember, the weather is a center approximate. Yeah, top two have got to come in. One man, though, stays out. Wow. I'm not sure that's the right thing for Blockman to do. He should have pitted when he had the chance. Gio is going to go on to a set of mediums. So he's going to have to do a lengthy stint. He's now in 12th after coming out of the pits. Blockman is the only driver that has not pitted yet. And he's got cars behind him on fresh rubber. Yeah, he's screwed, I'd say. Unless we get another safety car. Or if the rain comes, because, I mean, like I said, I thought that he said that the weather was going to be, 4% chance, like 4%, as in no rain at all. But there are clouds afoot. Like I said before, the weather is set to approximate. So there is a good chance, if possibly, we could see rain coming. Maybe that's why Blockman didn't pit. I don't know. But if he wants the rain to come, he needs to have the rain come now. But the problem is that he's on 10-lap-old mediums. Everyone else is, like I said, on fresh tires. I think we might have the safety car coming in, unless Sparty will get another chance to catch up. But he is so far away. He's over at the Dana curves, and the rest of the field is at the back straight. Let's see, does the safety car come in? No, it does not look like it, so Sparty has been gifted to go for another lap to try to catch up. Honestly, if I'm Blockman, I'm going now. Nope, he decides to stay out for another lap. No sign of rain yet, as you can see on the screen. Not on the halo, not on the camera lens. Nothing there. But yeah, there is a good chance that there could be a chance of rain coming, but like I said, I don't know. I was told differently, but yeah. Yeah, Blockman should have pitted when he had the chance. He should have pitted. Even if it means going to the back, at least you got your pit stop done. Excuse me. Alright, so has Sparty caught up? Yes, he has. But for whatever reason, there's so big gaps. Alright, let's see what happens here. Safety car is in this lap. Well, best of luck to you, Blockman, because you definitely are not in a good position. Alright, when does he go, though, is the question. Out of the chicane we come. He's going, he's going. And Phil got an awful restart there. He's lost out by 7.5 tenths. Made that 8 tenths now as they are back under green. Yeah, definitely did not get a good launch off that chicane. As Gio's trying to overtake Colaraco at turn 1. He's got that done. Through the S as we go. Blockman's actually got a decent sized gap already, so he can stay a little bit relaxed for a bit, but then will come the rest of the laps. He's on 12 Apple mediums. Everyone else. Oh, and he's got a penalty as well for good measure. Running wide there at turn 8. Yep, that has hurt him big time. Oh, Phil trying to shoot it down the inside. He's not close enough, but Jay is definitely there. To the inside. He doesn't get the move done. Meanwhile, further back, though, that's Lil Mo and Black Baller. Heading up towards 200R. What will the Ferrari do? He's looking to the inside. He's got the medium tires on. He's looking inside, but he's not close enough. Not quite. There, the exit of turn 14. Phil, though, all over Blockman. Doesn't want to wait. Doesn't want to be behind him too much. Or too long, I should say. Well, he goes inside. He's looking. He's looking inside. Blockman goes defensive. Oh, that was tight. But Phil will get the better exit because of the more grippier tires he's got. He's got fresher tires. But does he have the long legs to get by Blockman? Up towards turn 1. I think he's got that done. He has. Blockman now drops down to second position. Nearly running wide in the process. Now he's got Jay behind for company. Oh, it's side by side. Little Mo and Black Baller in the S's. How on earth do those two not touch? As Mo gets in front of him. Phil pulling a margin now. Look at that. He's already pulled up 8.5 tenths to Blockman. Blockman is struggling on those tires. That's the difference between the fresh tires and the old tires, as you can see. To the Kobayashi hairpin. He's not close enough there, Jay. Into turn 11. Lamo and Ball are still battling away here. This is for... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's Jay and Little Mo. I'm sorry. I kept thinking it was the wrong Williams. That might have been those two battling away earlier. Sorry. I got the wrong Williams wrong for about a lap. Well, meanwhile, this Williams is about to overtake the Mercedes. Just like that before 130R. Simple move. He's got it done. Jay up to second, and now Blockman down to third. Here comes little Mo, though. His DRS is now enabled. Mo needs to get past him here. He can't afford to stay behind that Mercedes for too long. Oh, his Blockman nearly had a moment there at the exit of turn 2. Diesel gets by Laquita, that is for 10th. Here comes Mo, side by side as well. That's take her easy and Black Bullet. Here comes the Ferrari to the inside of Dunlop car. And a spin! Spinning his Black Bull, he's out! Is that going to bring a safety car? It does. That's safety car number 2. Spinning out there at turn 7. So what happens now? Does anyone pit or do they stay out for track position? Blockman obviously has to pit. He has to pit this lap. Wow. Unbelievable. It looked like to me Baller just lost it under traction at the exit of turn 7. By the looks of it. Very unlucky there for the Williams driver. Into the pits goes Jay. He's going in. Lil Mo's coming in. Blockman obviously is in. Ooh, that was interesting how he came in. A lot of drivers coming into the pits. Soft tires for Blockman. There's his teammate as well. That's Suffline coming into double stack. And Blockman's down to 10th. Little Mo is down to 9th. Actually, he's pitted for Newhart. As Colorado is now retired as well. He went on to the Inter tire. So, wait, did he retire because of that? He could have just gone back in and just gone to a new set of tires. He didn't necessarily need to do that. So Professor Phil stays in the lead. Take Her Easy now second. Craig third. Gio, our pole sitter, is now in fourth. Saucy fifth. Sparty sixth. Laquito seventh. Jay eighth. Little Mo ninth. And then Blockman in 10th. Self-Alignment 11th. And Dirty Diesel in 12th. I'm honestly surprised I call Rocco retired just because he was in the pits going on to Inters. He must have done that by accident, I'm probably guessing. But like I said, he didn't necessarily have to do that. He could have just, you know, just gone back in. Looks like we'll be out there for a while here with the safety car. Dear, oh dear. Alright, well, the safety car should be coming in soon, hopefully. I'm curious to know what some of the fresher runners will do. Jay pitted for a new set of mediums, Lil Mo on a new set of hards. I don't know why he went to the hards again. He should have gone onto a set of mediums. Or, yeah, another set of mediums, really. What's he doing? Oh, there you go. Okay, that was interesting there. Blockman and, what are you doing? Just accept it, Lil Mo. What are you doing? You're just literally holding them up. Well, good job. You just cost yourself about 3 seconds. Have fun. We're back on the green. Well, once again, what on earth was going on between Blockman and Lil Mo? Like, if you have illegal overtakes or whatever, you could have just sorted out on the restart. I don't know what on earth was going on there. Alright, Phil leads, Take Her Easy second, Craig third, Gio fourth, Saucy fifth, Sparty in sixth, Liquido getting overtaken there by Jay around the outside of turn 6. That was a fine move, actually. There's Blockman not far behind as well, so he has caught back up. Up towards down turn 11 we go. Saucy losing a bit of time, though, to the top 4. Oh, well, he's lost it now. He's out. That's that going to be safety car? Yes, it is. Oh, you are joking. Another freaking safety car. Third one of the race. And we've done this stream for about 1 hour and a half. Oh, but no, we must embrace it, he says. And into the pits goes Sparty, and into the pits goes some other drivers as well. Wildman stays out. Professor Phil now goes in, so he was the race leader, now back out again on the new set of mediums. Sparty on softs, Craig on mediums, and Diesel will pit onto a set of softs. So now Gio takes back the lead, but he's on older tires. Jay is in second. Liquido is in third. How on God's green earth has that happened? Good for Liquido, though. I'm sure he'd be happy to be this high up. Little Mo's in fifth. Subfalime's in sixth. That's your top six. I've already mentioned about what everyone else has done in the pits. Oh, goodness me. Another round of this whole safety car again. We got 11 cars left. I mean, everyone can score points as long as they keep their cars on the road. That's at least the main thing, right? Excuse me. Oh, his AI overtook you. Okay, that explains what was going on between you and Blockman Little Mo. Well, thanks for letting me know that. I just thought that was just a very funny, awkward incident. When I saw that was going on. Alright, so that means by the time we get going, we'll have 21 laps down and counted. And we'll have 7 more to go after that. When does it come in? Does it come in this lap? Yep. Now it does. Good. Alright, safety car is now back in this lap again. See how Gio does this. He's on 9-lap-old mediums. He really was at a crawl there. He is. Seems like Jay's read that perfectly. A lot better than Liquido has. And we're back under green again. Up towards the first turn. Liquido trying to hang down the inside of Blotman up towards turn 1. Blotman shoots it around the outside. Fully committed. He's got the move done. He's now up into third. Oh, but now Lil Mo's in a bit of a roadblock situation here with Liquito. Up towards now the Dunlop curve. There is Blockman, but he's got that 3-second penalty in his back pocket, so if there's something that goes up between those two, I don't think I would see Blockman necessarily in contention for the race win. He definitely would be in contention for a podium, however. Lil Mo to the right-hand side. He needs to get by the Red Bull, and he does. And he lost so much time being stuck behind him. If Lil Mo, though, keeps up with Blockman's penalty, he definitely could get the podium away from it. It's 1.5 seconds, though, separate between those two. Blockman running a little bit wide of the exit of 14. Up towards now the 130-yard corner. Nothing, of course, doing there. Up towards now turn... Oh, hang on. That's Subflime now overtaking Liquito there at 130R. He now moves up into 5th ahead of him. As Blockman sets the fast lap of the race with a 129.8. Phil now moves up to 6th place ahead of Liquito. Crucially for him, but he is on the freshest tire out of the whole lot. He needs to get by Subflime and he needs to get by Lil Mo as quickly as possible if he wants to snag a podium away from Blockman. I don't think, though, he should have pitted, though, I feel like he could have stayed off a track position. Then again, I don't know. For his case. Anything could have been done in that sort of scenario. Meanwhile, though, he is closing in on Subflime with a good rate of pace. Like I said, on the fresher tires. Meanwhile, the top two is about 3/10 separated between Gio and Jay. There's Blockman not far behind still. Half a second, though. Gio trying to hang on as best he can on those 11-lap-old mediums. Jay should be in the better position out of him, considering that his tires will be less worn compared to Gio. Up towards now the final chorus. Spy overtakes Liquito. As we head down the main straightaway once again. But yeah, Blockman needs to be within 3 seconds in order to keep the podium and not have Lil Mo snatch it away from him. He is on the back of these two. He's on 7-lap-old softs. He needs to make the most out of those soft tires is what he needs to do. Block up there from Blockman up towards now Kobayashi hairpin. Not wide close. Meanwhile, though, I'll look for the back. Phil, right behind Subflime. Around the Kobayashi hairpin. Not quite has the drive to get by. I think Lil Mo might be in trouble in terms of getting the podium because he is losing ground to the top three. Particularly, he's losing ground to Blockman. As Jay goes to the right-hand side, he's going to take the race lead away from Gio. So that is the race lead now for him. And crucially as well, this is also good for his sake in the championship because as it stands, Jay would actually take the championship lead away from Rebel, considering he's not in attendance tonight. Gio, though, holding on as best he can, but Blobman goes to the inside. There's contact. He's off the road. He's off to the runoff area, and Gio keeps the place. Very, very hard defending there from Gio. Those two came together, and Blobman, as a result, keeps... Oh, you are joking. You are joking. On the last lap? Oh my god, you are joking right now. No, the race is not over yet. The race is not over yet. Are you kidding me? We have like 3 laps to go. Okay, I've got to find a way to get in. Oh, who was in that was in their PlayStation wise? Hang on. Can I join through Jay, maybe? I see him. There he is. Please tell me I can join. Oh, I have to request. Oh my god, you're joking. Oh, but he's fighting for the race lead. There's no way I can. Who else can I try? Wow, are you kidding me with this? Let me see if I can try to do this. Hang on. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Oh, thank goodness. Lomo, you are a lifesaver. I have no idea what happened. You are such a lifesaver. Thank you, Lil Mo. Yeah, because I need to get the last couple of laps. That was so strange. Anyway, we're back, and we've got another safety car. And it's Laquia that's crashed. So that makes it safety car number 4. You've got to be kidding. That explains what happened. Okay. Why Lil Mo managed to do that. Well, thank you, Lil Mo. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I probably would reckon this will end under the safety car shortly. There, we'll get everything else up there, telemetry-wise, see how much battery everyone's going to be using. Okay, so as it stands, Jay is still leading, Gio is in second, Wattman's in third, but he's got the penalty to deal with. Lomo's in fourth, followed by Professor Phil, Subfly, Take Her Easy, Craig, Spy, and Diesel. This is definitely not what Blockman wanted. And the fact that he's on 9-lap-old softs, I think he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. I don't know if we've gone to 4 safety cars around Suzuka. 4? Like, for goodness sake. Right. So Jay will now lead the field here. I think he's in a better spot, really, compared to... Oh, my goodness, he nearly lost it! Oh, my goodness. He nearly threw that away. Down towards the main straight we go. Jay's holding the inside line. Gio trying to go around the outside into turn 2. He cannot get the move done. Jay nearly threw that thing into the wall at the pit entry. He is very, very lucky that he's still in the race. Blockman right now bringing pressure to Gio. Lil Mo right behind. Up towards now the first day. There we go. This is definitely looking good for Gio. Looking good for Jay, I should say. Up towards Kobayashi hairpin. Lil Mo doesn't send it. I think really for his situation, Lil Mo, I think the best thing he can do is just keep up. Just keep that 3 seconds in hand, and you've got the podium. You don't need to do anything silly unless you have the opportunity. Around turns 13 and 14 we go. It's Going to come down to the east here, though, but for them on the final lap. There's no DRS, so they're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. It's 4/10 the margin between Jay and Gio, but Jay's got the better tires compared to Gio. Onto the main straight we go. We're now going on to the final lap of this race. Here we go, down the main straightaway towards turn 1. No move so far, but there is a move coming here. Take her easy. Subfly around the outside. Into turn 2. Can he get that stick? Not quite. He has to concede the place. At the rate Bloodman's going, he's going to be losing so many positions because of that safety car. Alright, up towards now the Dana curve. Turn 9. And now we'll head up towards the Kobayashi hairpin. Up towards now Kobayashi hairpin. Everyone trying to get around as best they can. The leaders, meanwhile, still battling away. Gio and Jay. Gio has been staying behind him for quite some time. He needs to make a move here on this last sector here. Needs a good exit out of Spoon. I'm afraid he has not done that. I think Jay's got the better exit compared to him. Yellows. That's Subfly. He's out. He's crashed at the Spoon curve. That's it for him. He will be classified, though. But very unlucky. Meanwhile, though, the leader's coming out of the Castillo Triangle, up towards the final turn. Jay will take the checker flag, and he will win the Japanese Grand Prix. Gio will take second, Little Mo third, Professor Phil fourth, and Blotman drops down to fifth. Only drops down to fifth. Take her easy in sixth, Dirty Diesel seventh, Craig in eighth, and Spy will round it all off in the running order. Wow. Little Mo gets his very first podium of the season. Well done to you. And I think this is Jay's first win. Is it? Oh no, this is his second. He got his first win at Saudi. That's right, he got it against Rebel at the line. Not surprised either, I guess, driver of the day. But well done to him. Well done to Gio. Unfortunate, though. He had a chance to get his first win, but unfortunately will be his third second-place finish this season for Gio. He was close, but he just wasn't close enough. But Lil Mo, though, has got to be ecstatic at this point. This will be his first ever podium here in the America Series. Well done. And there are your unofficial results then of this Japanese Grand Prix. Jay wins, Gio second, Little Mo gets third, Professor Phil fourth, Blotman fifth. He does get the fast lap though, so he'll score that extra point. Take her easy sixth, Diesel seventh, Craig eighth, Smarty ninth. Suffly will be classified, finishing in 10th. They retire as well. Laquido, Saucy, Colorado, Nander, and Style Harmony. Thank goodness this is all over. Alright. Well, that is pretty much that. And what has been 2 hours of that. Anyway, that's it for me then, commentary-wise. And until then, I have been KD957. Thank you very much for watching. Congratulations once again to Jay on your race win. With that win, also, that gets him into the championship lead. Next race will be at Circuit Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. So take care and have a good one.